What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Couch Crunch Podcast. So we got our guest. We have a missing member on this episode, Mir, but we're gonna make up for it on this one. And yeah, we got a couple topics here, some updates on some movies that we're gonna be covering. So let's get into it. All right, our first topic is Sea of Stars. Our first impressions on it. It's a demo that came out for anybody that's not aware of the whereabouts of this game so far. So, what you guys' overall thoughts on it so far?
So for me, I played the demo a while back, like a month or so ago, and I love the gameplay mechanics on it. I love the story behind it, and I done fucked up because there is the game on the PlayStation Plus, like the collections catalog, and I can download it for free because I do have like that premium account, but I forgot to download it, so I haven't played the actual game just yet. But I am going to download it today.
Better question is why do you have PlayStation Plus?
Because there's a handful of games that I'm playing currently to finish that are in that category, and I'm not paying $70 for it.
All right, understandable. I got you,
Aaron.
I like the game so far. I've been playing it a lot. The combat kind of reminds me of if y'all played the Mario and Luigi series, where like you got timed button presses to improve attacks or improve defense and everything.
Yeah, wasn't it like the time is like Partners in Time or some shit like that?
Yeah, Partners in Time,
Superstar Saga. Yep,
stuff like that. So it reminds me of that, and I like it. Honestly, I like when JRPGs. This isn't a JRPG, but it's very JRPG inspired. I like when JRPGs kind of like incorporate some more. I guess you could say more interactive things into their combat, more interactive aspects into their combat. So I liked it. That was awesome to me. I like the character art. The sprite art looks amazing. I got it on Switch. I'm probably gonna get it on PC as well because why not? But I have it on Switch. It looks pretty amazing on Switch. No frame rate drops, no resolution scaling to my knowledge anyway. Looks pretty good. I like the sounds, like the music and everything. Boss battles are pretty cool. And that the combat, you can tell that the combat really is really involved. The combat's really it was really out there. And I like that. A lot of times, JRPGs or RPGs in general are starting to move into like kind of like what can I compare it to? Like kind of like Final Fantasy 16. It's starting to move into that direction with its combat a lot of times. So that to have an RPG come out that's like still true to its roots, that isn't made by like one of the bigger guys like Square Enix and stuff like that. It's pretty cool to see. So it's like another big indie game. And honestly, for me, this is like in contention for Game of the Year. Honestly.
Oh, yeah. Really?
I think so. It's really good. It's really well done. It's nice and crisp and clean. And for you, Aaron, like you said, you're playing it on the Switch. That's where the first demo where I first played it was on the Switch, and it ran very well.
Yeah. So. And I know it's funny. People probably be like, "Well, you mean it's a 2D game? Of course, it's gonna run on the Switch." But I mean, you never know. You know what I mean? You never know with the Switch.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like you never know. But it runs pretty well. It looks amazing. Plays amazing. Like I'm interested to see where the story goes and everything, and how long the game is. And I can't think of anything I really don't like about it, just off the rip. But like a lot of things I love about it. Like I know since like the developers behind Mario and Luigi are like kind of like defunct now, like those games that the developers like no longer in business and everything. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like the fact that some developers are taking it upon themselves to like give us that type of fix, that kind of those type of games again. Like Nintendo's not going to do it, at least not now. But those games inspired a lot of JRPGs, a lot of RPGs with this whole time button command and all that stuff. So like it's just good to see that. It's good to see that back in action, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Has this been a series that's been in the past? Because this is my first time hearing about the Sea.
Not that I know of. I mean, no. I've just recently heard of this like a few months back. So as soon as I seen it, it like came up on my feed, and I took a look at it, and then I went to the Steam store and I watched the video. of the game itself, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty dope." So then I ended up downloading not the Steam store, the eShop. So when I opened it up in the eShop and I downloaded it and I started playing, I was like, "Oh shit, this is like it's for a turn-based game. It's still very interactive." And I like that. Just like you said, how it's like compared to Superstar Saga and stuff like that, how you have to time your hits to do bonus damage or do effect damage and stuff. I like stuff like that in a turn-based game because it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something except for hitting just that one attack thing. You know what I mean? But like overall, I think it's pretty dope. And for the people who are going to say, "Oh, you talk shit too much about Switch and stuff like that," I played the demo on Switch. I'm gonna get the game on Steam Deck. Thank you very much.
Just in case you get somebody to comment their thoughts on whether he the one talking shit about games on Switch.
This was before I got the Steam Deck. I played the demo and I only had the Switch to play it on. So that's that whole debacle there.
I really see a lot of the inspirations of like, Illusion of Gaia, Breath of Fire, and Chrono Trigger in the games too. So that's what I like. They have sailing mechanics in the game. I haven't really got to that point just yet. I like how like the combat is based around finding the weakness, finding elemental weaknesses or regular weaknesses, or having to break the shield points to do massive damage and everything. Like I like all that stuff. I like when RPGs, turn-based role-playing games like go beyond just simply attack and block and all that stuff. I love it when it does that. So like just to see like them incorporating a bunch of stuff from these JRPGs of old, which is considered like some of the best in that genre, is just awesome. You know what I mean? Like I'm eager to see like, typical. I mean, it's not anime, but it's anime inspired. I'm eager to see just how stupidly strong the two characters get by the end of it. Now they're looking for like talismans right now, some shit like that. But at the end of it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, kill this god" or some shit. Like, I'm willing to bet that's how it's gonna happen. But it's just a really awesome game. I like it honestly. Indie's been like killing it recently. These games don't got the budget of like some of the bigger games and everything like that, but they make the best with the budget that they do have, and it's just awesome to see like them to do that. Honestly, like even like the cutscenes, some of the cutscenes, like the animated cutscenes and everything, even those look pretty damn good. And like, I don't know, I think Sabotage Studio developed this. So I'm not familiar with anything else that they've done. Honestly, I
think these are new guys, right?
Yeah, they might be new guys. Sabotage Studio. I don't remember anything else that they've done. Honestly, but if this is like their first game,
well, it says video games. It says Sea of Stars, The Messenger. That shit was trash.
The Messenger was not trash.
I did not like The Messenger.
You are
no, thank you. No, thank you.
The Messenger was trash.
Yes, no thanks.
Oh, they did Oddworld too.
Talk about that. That's crazy.
They did Oddworld, Soulstorm.
Oh, they did Oddworld. I played that.
Okay,
yeah, one of the Oddworld.
I can make an exception for Oddworld, but Messenger, no thanks.
Whoa, so wait. The Sea of Stars is a prequel to The Messenger?
No way. Never said that.
No.
We're talking about the developers.
That's what it say right here. That's what it say right here. Saying it's a prequel to The Messenger.
Are you looking at it at Wikipedia?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Not a reliable source, sir.
Yeah, it's not reliable.
Maybe not reliable source. It don't seem like it's a prequel to The Messenger, but...
I mean, my son can go in Wikipedia and write whatever the fuck he wants.
All right, but like, no, that's interesting. You didn't like that too much. I love The Messenger, but if they're behind The Messenger too, I can see why the game looks so visually pleasing.
Trash, dude.
It's really that's still on.
No, we just pulled up a picture of it. It's trash.
Well, get out, whatever. But that's my thoughts on Sea of Stars, man.
Hey, I'm not yucking your yum. If you like it, you like it.
You really should though, Danny. I'll definitely yuck your yum all the time.
That's okay. That's
okay. I do. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, you could yuck my yum all you want. Doesn't mean that I give a fuck.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Just like you shouldn't, right?
I mean, I played a bit. I mean, I can give a quick overview on it because I haven't played too much. I didn't get a chance to play too much of it, but the demo, I played it on PlayStation though, and it kind of reminds me of when we was playing a demo for Octopath.
Terrible.
Remember we
yeah
on that? Yeah,
that's another great game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, so I could definitely see those two contending in like at the end of the year, the Game of the Year awards. That for the indie games, I could see them being up there,
Oh,
or as
yes.
like
when they're
nominee.
like walking around and stuff before you get into like the battles and stuff. It kind of reminds me of Golden Sun.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Golden
right.
Sun was a great game.
That's it was. That's it was. We need that bad too, but
I
you
had
know,
that
it
shit
ain't
on Game Boy
Pokemon
Advance.
Mario. Yeah. That's crazy. No, I'm glad you liked it, Dante. Like you really, if later on if you ever decide to get the full game, I think you're in for like a treat. I'm actually enjoying it right now. It's taking me away from playing BioShock 2. I also beat BioShock 1, so you guys know. It's taking me away from that.
Oh, good.
Right
Did
now,
you like the ending and everything?
I got the good ending. Got the good ending. So I liked it. I liked it. I wish I didn't play it on the Switch. Leave it at that.
It's not terrible on the Switch though.
It's not, but that 30 is not.
It's
the most
brutal.
stable.
Yes, it's brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like Sea of Stars, like my favorite part of it so far is like the soundtrack too. Like Aaron was saying, like the theme song and like as you go to the island, it really conveys like the environment. I like that. I always like the 2-bit soundtracks versus like the regular games, like first persons or third person games. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, 2-bit games. I did have like the best soundtracks.
They do.
So,
that 18 that 16-bit or 8-bit soundtrack, they be hitting, man. Surprisingly, they really do be hitting. I know I know Mira probably be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But they do. They do. They really do.
I can hear Mira talking trash right now.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? It's like a bunch of beeps and boops. What the fuck are you listening
to? Yeah, see, just to confirm on the camera, I am downloading the game right now on my PlayStation.
Okay. All right.
Just so I don't forget again, because I did want to play this bad.
Yeah. But does anybody else have anything else to say about Sea of Stars?
No, I have for me, I have no cons so far.
Yeah, no cons so far.
Okay.
It looks better than Messenger Picnic.
Yeah, Picnic DLC. Picnic Panic DLC.
Messenger. All right, but going on to the next subject, Starfield review. Has anybody played it so far? It just came out this past week.
I played it actually.
I played it too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I pre-ordered it.
How you like about it? What you like about it?
I mean, the multiple choices. I'm not because I know Bethesda games are known for like multiple choices, and sometimes, man, I don't know. I just don't want to read. I just want to play and shoot shit, and like I said, as a spaceman, you want to just go ahead and fly out of space and go do space stuff, but I like it so far. I mean, I'm not saying it's not terrible. I love the customization. Like I made my character. He looks exactly like me too. I'm gonna put it in the video. It looks pretty dope. I like the customization. The controls, they're a little difficult, not gonna lie. Because like even when you have to pick up a gun, you have to like set into your inventory, then you have to manually set your shortcuts on like in like when you're
you do.
And then when you put on the helmet, she was like I don't know if the main character or whatever the case is, well, when you were in the mines, you know what I mean, when you're in the mines and she tells you to put on the helmet, I was like, how the fuck do you put on the helmet?
I was too.
Yeah.
First, how do
you put it? They don't even tell you how to. So they definitely don't hold your hand when it comes to just like the basic, control. They expect you to kind of know where you're going in there. But graphics look pretty good. I mean, I'm only playing it on PC for 1080p, but that's perfect. I don't need.
So you're playing at 60 frames per second?
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, man. I played it on my fucking friend's Xbox. It has Series X, so it's locked at 30 for me.
Oh, no, 60 is fine for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you downgrade the resolution, I mean, I'd rather take frames, like Danny's always been saying.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
right.
And it still looks good for 1080p. So
it does.
It's just when I get to space, it definitely is huge. I got to be honest, it's humongous. When you get out of orbit, so when you zoom out of orbit, you can actually see all this like the planets that are actually in your galaxy, but there's different galaxies. So you could zoom out again, and then there's so much like other freaking worlds and galaxies. It's like, holy shit.
I have a question about that. I read that people are having problems going to certain worlds or seeing certain worlds or some shit like that. I don't know if any of you guys heard anything about that.
Nah, I didn't hear about that.
I ain't hear nothing about that, but I'm trying to see what you may be talking about. People, I know people were pissed off.
They were pissed off about something about the game. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, they were pissed off because one thing I heard, and this is just a PlayStation fanboy's take, honestly, and being honest. One person said, why can't I land on a gas giant? By the way, it's a gas giant. So you can't scientifically, like realistically, you can't land on a gas giant. That's just stupid. And I get it. It's like a kind of somewhat fantasy science fiction game, but come on now, like why would you be able to land on a gas giant? Like that doesn't make you sense. Like, can you?
Not a solid piece, so it
exactly. Like what are you landing on? Like what? They just find anything to complain about the game. Honestly, I heard people was pissed off about that. People were pissed off because you walked 40 minutes in one direction and hit an invisible wall. So walking in 40 minutes in any direction and hitting the invisible wall after 40 minutes is pretty long.
Yeah,
honestly, I don't see what they was complaining about, but they're just bitching for no reason. Honestly.
Right. So, yeah. I mean, I agree with that. Why are you walking 40 minutes like in one direction when you're not supposed to go that way? But but again, they did say that you were able to explore the entire planet. Did they not?
They did say that.
I mean,
so there shouldn't be any boundaries, any walls, or anything.
Nope.
Well, hold on. Let's remember this is Bethesda, so there's a bit of a lie in every truth. So it's fucked up to say, but that's true. I knew it wasn't going to be like infinite in size.
I felt like the enemies weren't really challenging either. Like when I first, right? Like I got in there. I was like, and they were like, oh, take out this this group of I don't know what the first group that they have you go against on, but like it was like they weren't. I could stay in there. He'll shoot like 3 bullets at me, and then I'll just just annihilate him like with a headshot. I don't know. It just felt too easy. I don't know if the game gets harder within time. For sure, it's still early on.
I'm sure it does.
Right.
It's definitely. It's kind of like Fallout in space, but like way more expansive than even Fallout is.
Right.
If you played Fallout before.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you guys what games does it feel like?
Fallout. It's probably closest to Fallout.
It feels closer to Fallout. Anyone say
it's the multiple choice. It's the multiple choice system. The combat feels kind of like Fallout too. So
yeah. So like,
does it still have the aspect where you get the lock on different limbs, like how Fallout was? You could take off different body parts of the gun.
I mean,
it's like a Dead Space kind of thing where you shoot the leg and his leg falls off. Like
no. I think they just
they're not dead.
No, they like once you kill an enemy, they just ragdoll.
Oh,
like that's all. Yeah,
it's typical Bethesda ragdoll physics. So like, I will say that you definitely can tell it's made by Bethesda, and I think Nick would probably know what I mean by that.
Right,
I already know what you mean, and I haven't played it yet.
Oh, good. You can definitely tell.
You waiting for the Xbox Game Pass one?
No, so remember I don't have an Xbox.
Oh yeah.
So for those who are wondering, I'm waiting for it on Steam Deck, but it's not Steam Deck verified. I like to wait to see if it's unsupported or at least playable,
right?
Because then I'll grab it after that.
Right. And I think the official release is this Friday. I'm not
it's in 2 days.
Yeah, the official release.
It's on
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think Wednesday, yeah. For Steam, it's on Wednesday. So I still got to wait either way.
So it looks like...
Sorry, I meant to say that was for pre-orders, not the actual release. My bad, I got mixed up.
Yeah, I have early access. That's how I'm able to play it early. And I paid it through a friend. But it looks like this is right. Come on, hey man, listen, I ain't gonna pay.
No. Listen, look, you did it smart. I like that.
But not that it's not worth the money. One, I want to say that it's an expansive game. People are having fun with it on Twitter. They're going crazy about it. No, it's just that I'm me. I didn't even pay for Zelda, so
So for somebody who doesn't have a Game Pass, you think it's worth $70?
I mean, I think it'd be worth $60.
Yes or no, Aaron? Yes or no?
I know he has to go around.
I'm gonna say, due to how you put.
Don't beat around the bush. Yes or no?
I would say yes.
Okay, that's 70. Okay. Good. Thank you.
I'm just glad that this is like. I'm doubtful this is going to sell Xbox consoles, but it is a big game for that Microsoft.
Right.
It is. It's definitely the banger that they needed.
Now, would this one game save Xbox in general? Do you think?
I doubt it. You have to have
At this point, I don't think anything can save Xbox.
No.
Yeah,
the way that they
have to have like 4 Starfields.
I still don't see this. I still don't see because I know there was a lot of like controversy around like, will this be better than Halo, or like this is going to be the game that's going to save Xbox in general? Like there was so much hype around this game, and as I played it, I was like, I don't see like it's a good game, but I'm not saying I see the significant hype though. Is what I'm saying.
They're going off of the fact that it's by Bethesda and everything Bethesda touches just sells and does.
It does sell. You're right. I was about to say it does sell,
but like I don't think
Skyrim sold like 300 times.
But those games. They're Bethesda games. They sell into an existing install base on the console.
I was gonna say, Aaron, but they sell. But how can it last though? Will they last? That's the what we're looking for.
It's gonna be one of those trendy things,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like by next year, you're probably not gonna like. They put all this extra content in there, but like, are you really gonna explore all those planets?
Didn't they say they're gonna stay on it for like a while, just like kind of like how Bungie did with Destiny?
Like Destiny, yeah. Yeah,
so they're gonna keep adding DLCs and shit.
I can see people sticking around if they do that, but I don't think it's gonna turn Xbox console sales around.
No,
but it is a banger that they needed. They needed something like they needed a game, and this is definitely that game.
Yeah, I can see most people playing this game on PC. Honestly.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
A lot of people once they saw that that 30 frame, they're like,
but Aaron, let's talk about like how much storage it takes. It's 140 a gigabyte.
That's
it ate up my memory like on my drive. Like I was like, holy shit, bro!
I'm gonna have to delete like 4 games.
Yo, it like I had a little bit of space on my storage, and then I checked it after it was done, dude. Half of it was gone. Like I was like, yo, this is so much memory.
Jeez.
Like what? I just had like 500 gigabytes.
Yeah, it said make space. Like that was crazy.
That's insane.
What other game? I thought the biggest game that I've seen was like 120 gigs, and that was Warzone, right?
Warzone.
Yeah. Oh my god, 140.
Yeah,
gigs.
and so
to
know that this game goes beyond that is just wild, honestly. But I mean, I guess they're like expecting you to have like at least more than like a terabyte of storage. Like nowadays, you probably are likely to have more than a terabyte of storage. But I feel bad for anyone who owns this on like a console who just like don't know how to expand their storage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, Xbox has like external hard drives and shit that can be plugged in. So luckily that they can do that. But like for the average consumer who don't want to spend any more than they already did on the Xbox Plus the game, I mean, like. Just know they're going to have to delete that Call of Duty and that 2K. You know,
that's when part 1 was 100 gigs.
Yes, all them shaders and textures that they added.
Yeah. Last was part 1. Well, Last was part 1, right?
Yeah.
That the shaders and the textures. Like the game world in itself is not huge. Like no, that's not the case. But the two things that can blow up storage are the size of a game world and the quality of textures. That blows up.
Now we're scrolling on Game Rant and seeing what games have like what gigs do they take, and it said Destiny 2, but it said Lightfall for 102 gigs. Now is that just for the DLC, or is it just
that better not just be,
or is that the whole game with it?
I'm hoping it's the whole game.
I'm hoping it's the whole game plus.
Because sometimes Destiny be playing stupid, and they be giving you DLCs that be like 80 something gigs.
Like Black Ops 3, 112.
That's also
that was the game that I was thinking about. Red Dead Redemption 2 is 120 gigs. That's a big ass fucking game.
Yeah, because that came on. The funny thing about that came on 2 discs.
Bro, but that shit came out exactly. It came on PS4, and it looks better than most games today. It took up the
whole storage on the PS4.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out on PS4 looks better than PS5 games today.
It does.
It does.
How wild is that? How come Rockstar got it all figured out?
I know. Hopefully they get it right with GTA 6.
I know. And I hope so. Because GTA 5 looked amazing too.
It did. Look at that. Flight Simulator is 127.
Well, that makes sense because it has to run smooth because people actually have like fucking console things that with buttons and shit, like an actual plane and play that.
Borderlands.
Yeah. They do.
But with Podesta, they said
I have Final Fantasy 15, and it's not. It's not that big. I don't think. That doesn't look right.
I mean, is it? What do you have it on?
Oh, my Steam Deck.
150 was for Forspoken?
That's ridiculous. 150?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
I don't know.
That can't be right. That game looks
You
like
know,
trash.
they're probably adding all the DLC and everything that goes with it.
Probably.
Oh, and they're probably also adding the day one pass that a lot of these games
Arc?
have.
Yeah. Arc is big as fuck.
Is it Arc?
Arc is big as fuck.
Arc
dude.
is 250 gigs.
I would. That's probably with everything though. I think that's correct.
That's crazy.
And we gotta keep in mind too, like Starfield. This is known as Bethesda's biggest long in development game out of even
that
the Fallout.
Keep that in mind.
Like wow.
I mean,
It said it's been in development for over 25 years. I'm looking at this article right now.
yeah. In those 25 years, you think that it's done well, like on release date.
Probably.
Now that you
Yeah,
guys playing it now, do you think that it was worth that 20 years wait?
Nah.
I mean, I don't think any game, honestly, I don't really think any game is worth that amount of wait time.
It's so
or development time.
Right. I was about to say, nah.
Yeah,
much.
because what do you how do you quantify 25 years of development time? How do you
Exactly.
How do you see that? Exactly. How do you see that? Like,
That's insane.
I mean, you're still running it it's still at 30 on consoles. So clearly, it wasn't for cleanup development wise. Clearly, you're not. What was those like? I could see it taking probably like 9 years, 8 years, because that's like the common consensus for most.
And that
AAA
all
games.
depends if the original staffing was like on board. Like maybe they had to like fire people, restart from scratch. Like there's no fucking way
Exactly.
25 years, right?
25 years. 25 years is beyond the PS3.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'm definitely sure there was a halt at some point, and that's
Yeah,
why
they left it
stopped.
But they
Right.
they also say that Starfield, prior to Microsoft buying out Bethesda or ZeniMax and all that Starfield was planned for PS5 as well.
Developed
So maybe they had to.
look at it.
They
Look,
had, maybe,
Wow.
it actually said
29 years.
29 years, not 25.
29 years.
Yep.
I can't. I gotta send me that damn article. It's some bullshit.
I mean, it is Wikipedia, so
It is. We don't believe it, but it's still in
We
the,
don't believe it.
it's still in 25 though. It's still in the 20s. You know what I
it's
mean?
close.
Like, it's still.
No way.
But
They've been thinking about this game since I was like a kid. Like what?
It also says that it's been trademarked since 2013. So that's
Okay,
probably
then
like
that's believable. That's believable. The trademark part is believable.
Right.
You gotta do that. You have to do trademark years in advance, like years.
Mhm.
we also got to keep in mind too. It's probably like the same team that's been working on Skyrim. So, and we know how big Skyrim is by itself too.
Right. There's also taking to the fact that too, what Dante said, but the fact that they also are probably working on other games like Elder Scrolls 6 is supposed to be coming out, right? Yeah, that's supposed to be coming out, I think. So like, then like we don't know, and we don't know that they also own the studio that's behind Redfall too. So that must have been hell. So yeah, they probably would spread thin with their resources. So just take that into account as well, I guess.
So, right. Yeah, but this is supposed to be like one of the biggest games this year. So it's like I wonder if it's gonna really try to uplift from what they were showing in the Xbox showcase. It's like hyping it up as their biggest game, and
We'll see.
make up for Redfall where that shit. But hopefully it does what it's promised to do. You know, all the hype and everything.
Yeah, because I read somewhere on Twitter that I can't even find the article right now, but like it had all high ratings on every like ranking system out there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
so it definitely
again, it's a banger for Xbox. I just don't think it's going to sell Xbox consoles. That's like a game that sells.
I don't see it either.
Right. Like, I don't see it doing that.
Right. I agree.
But at least you can stop the whole Xbox has no games. You can stop that now.
Xbox has one game.
PlayStation has 20.
We
Oh,
got Game Pass. Man, we do got also Hellblade around the corner too. They still, I don't think they.
Yeah, that's another one that's taking long, just like Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, that is. When is that set to release? What is that, like next year?
Next year.
Well, Hellblade.
They still
date.
they still don't got a date.
No.
All right, so maybe we'll it's in the pot. We just don't know exactly when it's going to be done.
Nah, yeah, it's in the pot. I just don't know when it's gonna be done.
It's fantastic.
I imagine sometime next year. I can see it, but who knows with Xbox?
I did see the Starfield Xbox. That looks pretty dope too.
That does.
Wasn't it just like a wrap or something?
Yeah, it's like a
It
wrap
is.
that you can
It's
put
like a
on.
magnet in the back. It's just white
So it
with
wasn't like
colorful
the
lines.
Well, hopefully, we know this is guaranteed. It's going to be part of the game of the year at the end of this year. So it's probably obviously going to be part of that.
Yeah, it'll be a contender, but I don't see it winning it though. I don't see it.
Oh yeah.
But then again, it's still too early. We still haven't even had the official release date, so it hasn't really resonated with like the gaming community just yet.
Yeah.
So I still think there is a chance it might win it. I have no idea.
Okay, so I see a picture that says Steam Deck and Xbox Series Starfield, and they have it on the screen of a Steam Deck. So it might be verified, just not placed in the thing yet for verified. So I'm guessing.
Oh, for the release for the Steam Deck. Okay. I guess we shall see. Anybody else got anything else to say about Starfield?
Oh yeah,
That's even my thoughts.
So you still gotta get
So it's categorized as playable. Okay.
still play. All right. There's still a chance Danny can join it.
Yeah. You can give us a overall review on the performance on the Steam Deck.
And it's not multiplayer either.
No, it's not. It's just
What the
single player.
fuck?
Yeah. All that content and you're just by yourself. You
I
don't have no
know.
friends.
It would seem like it's a multiplayer game.
It
You
would,
would
it
think
would.
so, but nah, it's
Well, maybe that like what they said was like how long did they plan on actually having this game up there? Years.
Years.
So I mean,
yeah.
they still could add a online functionality, but I don't know if they would do that.
No Man's Sky did it. They did it like later.
Yeah, so I mean, probably to have two spacemans in space. But that's why I was saying too when I was talking about the like flying the spaceship. It's really like, Aaron, did you get to that point yet?
I did. I liked it.
I liked it. No. I like the experience. It's difficult though to man, like you have to add like these battery energy bars into like specifics, right? Like to the shield, the speed of the ship.
It sounds like it gets
a lot of
in
components.
depth.
It does,
Yeah.
it does. I like the experience when you're in front of a planet. It does look pretty creepy though to me. Because the planet's huge, like, and you can't fly into it. You still have to like fast travel to land.
So it's not a No Man's Sky. You can't just go over it.
No, No Man's Sky can do that.
Yes, No Man's Sky goes right into like you go right into the planet.
You fly into the planet, and I kept going. I was like, can I go into the planet? And then it's like, no, you have to actually you have to land there. You have to like go into your menu, land right.
Stupid.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
yeah. So I mean, you get the full control over the spaceship. I was thinking when they said that, I was like, okay, when I get into the ship, like, am I going to be the one actually pressing buttons to actually, go up into space? It doesn't do any of that. It just goes
It's a cutscene.
Yeah, cutscene, go upstairs, go up to the space, and then, shoot. And then it copied the, Star Wars. What's that called? Hyperspace?
It's like
They go like flash.
yes.
Yeah, they
With
do
the
that too.
lines.
Yeah, they do that when you go to
that's
different
hyperspace.
galaxies.
It hurt my soul already. Gonna start to rethink this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and don't like a robot companion with you, like
Yeah, but he's irrelevant though. He just sits there.
He is. He's really a stupid R2D2.
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't fight. I'm in the middle of a battle. He just goes directly between me and the guy, just shooting at each other.
Just flown around everywhere and all that shit. Like just.
So it's still early. Maybe the like some of the computers in there, maybe they just need to update them at least. I don't know. They're a little slow right now.
That's wild.
So would this game be categorized as like a shooter or like an explorer game?
Definitely.
It's an adventure shooter. I
Yeah.
guess.
It's an adventure or shooter RPG type thing. It has RPG elements and stuff like that. So,
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully, it's still too early to judge the entire game. So we see how like the like nigga was saying that the whole gaming community would judge this overall, the play out of this game.
All right. I'm curious to see what Mir will say on next when we see him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let's see. All right, and going on to the next subject, Saints Row development closure and its it's pretty much closing.
So in other terms, they're basically done making games.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
should have
so,
never made the last Saints Row because that one was trash.
Yo, so I heard now I heard the last Saints Row was actually technically garbage. Like it was.
It is a dumpster fire.
But it only had even a little bit of limelight because of how garbage it was, something like that. Because it was just ridiculous how unbelievably broken it was, or had like some woke agenda or some shit like that. I don't know. But like,
I mean,
I do know.
Alex played it and he likes it, but he likes trash.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
like he
Alex
liked it
is
for,
like,
I think,
Alex
with the president, I think.
Like,
Yeah, that was Saints Row 3.
That's three.
Yeah.
That's three.
That's when you
This
get the
one,
superpowers.
Yeah.
This one, I don't even know what you've been doing it, but I do know that like there's a need for a game like Saints Row in today's gaming world, but you really have to do a lot to like make it stand out. You know what I mean? Because Saints Row originally, I wouldn't say it started out as a clone of GTA. Cause it started out, it was different enough from GTA,
Yeah,
right?
it did its own thing.
It did its own thing starting out. But like in today's world where like GTA, it's still charting on sales charts. You really, and how old is GTA? That game came out when I was like in high school. So like you really have to like do a lot to differentiate yourself. And I'm not sure if the last Saints Row game did that. Like who took the reins as developer for this one? The latest one.
The latest one.
Is it called Saints Row 4 or
no? It's just Saints Row. They rebooted it. They rebooted it.
Yeah, it was a reboot. So that's one thing. That's one thing that doesn't necessarily always go as planned. It was when you reboot a game, right? And so, like this one looked like it was going way, way into that kind of like silliness, that free roam silliness thing. Whereas the first two was about like gangs and I guess shit like that.
Yeah, because it started to trail off until like you guys are saying, like on the fourth one, it's like superheroes and shit. And I'm like, what the hell?
Superheroes
and try to with photos and all kinds of dumb shit. I'm like, okay,
Deep Silver Violation. That's the company that made it.
So the publisher was Deep Silver, the developer was Violation. So Violation, Deep Silver is still in business, I believe, but the developer is like, Saints Row killed us. So
this is a violation. It's like with the yeah, I think they should have stopped after a while. Like at least after the third one in the franchise, is I don't know. It's like you said, like they stemmed off of like their original gang affiliation of what the game was really about, versus like know what they're doing. They're like going cartoony at this point, like a comic book.
Well, they should have just kept it like the first two.
I don't think nothing's wrong with it being cartoony and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was perfect how it was with 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, like it was fine.
The reviews that I'm looking at, it got like average reviews, kind of like no one really it wasn't terrible, but really wasn't good either. So I bet you it's like from these reviews, it's like, oh, it's an okay enough game. Definitely not worth 70. Definitely not worth 60. Definitely not worth 50. But maybe on a good day, 25. You know,
don't get it unless you're spending $15.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's one of them games when you're in GameStop and you're like, I got $15 on me, so I guess I'll get this. I mean, this will,
the $5 bin.
Yeah. You know it, Dante, the $5 bin. You know that been next to the Naruto shirts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, that's crazy. I'm it's sad that they're closing up shop. I don't know if it's exactly because of this, but I'm willing to bet it's probably because of this. Because of Saints Row.
I guess it didn't meet as I don't know as sales goes. Like Aaron was saying, like sales as far as sales, they probably did somewhat okay, but they just I guess it wasn't enough to still keep the company alive. I guess.
Yeah, for games like this. Okay enough sales aren't the end goal. You really need to be selling like probably into like
double the goal.
Yeah, exactly. You double it. You know what I mean? So like this was on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Has voice acting. Probably uses I'm gonna assume advanced physics and whatever. But like all that stuff takes time, effort, money, all that stuff. And so they the publisher's probably like, hey, we have to go beyond meeting ends meet. We have to actually make money off of this. You know what I mean? And so it's like, and then probably the player base probably strength the next week after release probably went from like 1 million players to like what 40,000 or some shit like that. So it's kind of like it fell off. So I mean,
maybe they're just like out of ideas making games because that's all they did was mostly Saints Row.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking at the developer right here. Seeing what other games they had. They made Red Faction, I think, as well. You want to play Red Faction?
Yeah, the original Red Faction was good.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the other ones, but the original Red Faction is pretty good. But yeah, I feel like if you're not hitting, especially in today's game development, you're not hitting like the highs, the highest doing reviews, the highest doing game sales, and all that stuff. If you're not trendy, if you're not part of an already established series, it's very hard for like a new IP or even a returning IP to like get its foot back. Like the last Saints Row game was like what 2013, the third.
Oh, yeah, that came out when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
Yeah, so that's a while ago. And
right.
so like
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this article, and I'm seeing like even with Saints Row, the first one sold 2 million units. 2 sold 3.4 million units.
That's not bad for the new series starting out. It's pretty good.
The third, 5.5 million units, and the fourth one sold 1 million units. So I'm guessing
that's a steep drop off.
Yeah, I was about to.
That's a big drop.
That's a steep.
So
from like 5 million to what? Like
1 million. Like, yeah. So, and then the Saints Row series gross across the board made 90 million on Steam.
Right. So it's gross across the board. That's how much it grows.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, it probably costs 50 million, honestly, to make even just one of those damn games. You never know. That's probably like not a lot of money, honestly. They made a profit, but like after like Saints Row 3, that's when like the actual development started to eclipse the actual profit it was probably making. And it did good. This Saints Row game was released on PS4, PS5, Stadia. No one plays Stadia. Xbox One, Xbox Series. It was released on damn near. It was released on everything. Like it just did not meet the sales goals, and that's crazy when you released on 6 damn platforms. One of which was definitely over 1 million install base. And you didn't meet the target sales at all. That's wild. I mean, did anyone play it?
What, the new Saints Row? My brother did.
Did y'all play it?
No, I didn't.
Nah, I bought it and I played the beginning of it, but I was like, it wasn't enough to hold my attention. I was like, why did I waste money on this?
Why did I waste money?
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was pretty bad.
Right, and so that's my friends were saying they didn't like it too much either.
I just didn't like that they rebooted it.
And it looked like the critics and the audience. Well, the audience gave it like a 2.9 on Metacritic. Shit is what?
Damn. Maybe this is why they're closing.
And maybe some of those guys that work on that, that developer, maybe they, can find another, studio to work under. But I mean, this type of thing happens all the time with a lot of the developers closing up shop because, I don't know, it's maybe just you think you having a good idea that it's like your product is selling enough, but then when you really do the analytics and you check the numbers, you're like, fuck, this is not going the way that we thought.
We have to do the math.
We're losing money. We're not gaining it.
We're losing, but not gaining it. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Damn.
PS5 version of PS5 version of the game is $25 if you guys want to go grab it.
Look at that. That's terrible.
CD Keys is selling it for $16.
Say Dante said on Amazon is what?
25.
No, on Xbox. That was on PlayStation. 25 for PlayStation, and on Xbox the score is for the audience 1.5. Oh my god.
Brutal.
Terrible.
Fucking brutal, bro.
That's brutal. And I don't mean
maybe
that.
they should
They're
take
making games so hard.
Maybe they should take tips from I'm drawing a blank here. GTA.
Yeah.
Maybe take.
I mean, that would be honestly, there's nothing wrong with imitation to an extent. You know what I mean? Like honestly, if you're imitating the best,
You just got to do it right.
You just gotta do it right. You know what I mean? Because like, look at the game back in the day. You know how many fucking platformers came out trying to imitate fucking Sonic?
Mm-hmm.
Furry mascot.
It didn't go nowhere.
Yeah. It didn't go nowhere, but some of them did go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like Gex lasted a little bit. Remember Gex? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So what else? What's that other one? Rayman. Rayman's still a thing.
Rayman lasted a while until Rayman's still out here.
Exactly. So like the little furry mascot platformer. I mean, Crash. I hate Crash, but you know, Crash is still a thing. You know, my bad, Dante. I know you like Crash, but I hate that little furry bastard. But but you know, if you're imitating something that's already established and good, I mean, you won't fail. You know what I mean? It's just that. I guess you just got like Danny said, you have to do it good. If it's not good, it's not. What the fuck?
That's my thing about Saints Row. Like even from the beginning, it just seemed like a spin-off from Grand Theft Auto.
Right? Like even from the beginning.
Because you gotta think about it too. Like a lot of games back then in the early 2000s, they tried to copy Grand Theft Auto, like 95 to Life. I don't know if anybody remember that game or like.
Yep, I remember 95
to Life. I remember that.
That was closer to Grand Theft Auto than anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like,
I like the Saints Row series because it was funny and it was like fucked up and it was purposely made that way.
Yo, right? You was literally beating people with dildos.
Exactly.
That's funny.
like that shit made it different from like the graphic standpoint. Like the whole artwork was different. The story. There was a weird ass story, made no sense, and like the shit that you can do in it, that's what made it different from GTA. It wasn't made. The only different, I mean, same thing. The only stuff that you can compare it to GTA is the free roaming and you're running around in cars, punching people in the face. Like, but other than that, it's different.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was. Other than that, it was different.
Yes. Sorry, guys. It was different.
But I guess like it's kind of like. Anybody trying to enter the handheld space against Nintendo, like Steam Deck is doing well, because Steam, they're going to do well. It targets something different from the Switch. But if anybody else were to do it, like they own that space, and GTA owns that whole free roam type of space. You know what I mean? So games can exist in it because clearly Witcher 3, Zelda, those are doing really good in that little free roam space. But that game that GTA free roaming space is like dominated by GTA.
Yeah, just know that you're not gonna make any sales as close as GTA.
No, never.
Like I said, like it's still charting. Like GTA 5 is still charting in like Europe and fucking America. That game's old as shit. So I mean,
because it like we were saying, it came out around the same time in 2013. Yeah, and they still come for DLC for it. It's like I think that was like
exactly. And people are still playing. I still see all these dumbass mods of people flying in the air doing car tricks and shit. I mean, I don't play it, but it's just I guess better luck next time.
There was the funnest thing that I did with GTA is like playing with people, but doing the heist together, people. Like robbing banks and stealing cars and shit like that. That was dope, I think. And but
I had to stop because I kept turning passive mode on, but the dude kept killing me though. That was
the problem, is that they like kind of mod cheats where they can still kill you even though you got your thing.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass.
It's worse on PC too.
From the desert to the city. He really wanted me dead.
He tracked you down.
He tracked me down.
You remember that movie Wanted? He's going to shoot a bullet and still find you.
With Grand Theft Auto 5 Alive, I think not only the DLC but like the online aspect, as we were saying, and even like the PC version, like they added like a RP, like somebody made like a modded RPG version where people can roleplay on Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, and like I feel like they evolved past what Grand Theft Auto was before 5 came out, and I think
the community really keeps the game alive.
It was sort of like how Saints Row 2 was. Like it was real. It was taken real serious before the whole hitting people with dicks and shit, rubber dicks, and flying everywhere, like doing crazy shit. Like it was 2 was good, man. That was my favorite one actually.
It was.
But I think like Saints Row just stayed stagnant and it just kept trying to do the same formula. It just added more goofy and comedy to it, but they didn't really go far with the gameplay. I think that's what killed it for the audience.
Mm-hmm. I don't think after a while you do get tired of beating people with dicks. You do.
Yes. If you want to put it in that way. Yeah. That's enough dicks for one day.
Yeah, that's enough for one day.
So rest in peace, Saints Row. You know, hopefully
rest in peace.
Hopefully they can make like a spinoff or something. I don't know. I feel like they might make like a similar game probably later on, but I don't know.
I think this is the end for that. I don't see them trying to reborn. Yeah. Nobody's gonna want to fund them.
They should have just stopped at 4.
They should have
retired.
Yep. Yeah. Or at least started a whole new IP. At least why I don't know why they tried to like reboot the whole thing. Wasn't working.
C'est la vie. Game. All right. Next subject. Game of the year. You know, heating up. Will, what you guys think? What's your contenders?
Nah, this one's gonna be good to talk about. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know, man. It's still like fresh for a lot of the games that's coming out this year. You already know Tears of the Kingdom is going to be in there.
Yeah, October. October. There's so many games in October.
That's why it's like it's hard to say because like there's still big ones coming out for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah,
I
already know like the guarantee.
I feel like Hogwarts is definitely going to be in there too.
Hogwarts is up there. Tears of the Kingdoms is up there. Starfield's going to be up there.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16.
Final Fantasy 16.
I think before a remake is going to be in there.
Probably, yeah. It's going to.
Oh yeah, the remake.
Fucking wild.
So, Sea of Stars is definitely going to be in there.
For the indies, yeah. Sea of Stars. What's the Dead Island's probably going to be up there. Spider-Man 2 is definitely going to be up there. Probably going to win.
It's probably going to win. Like. Assassin's Creed?
Nah, not Assassin's Creed. I don't think Assassin's Creed ever won Game of the Year.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, it didn't.
It's doing well. Assassin's Creed with Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed is doing well enough that they don't need Game of the Year. They just keep on coming out with games.
They're like we don't shoot that high. It's fine.
They come out with games like every week.
We don't shoot that high.
No,
no Mario. Star Wars.
Star Wars Survivor, Jedi Survivor is going to be up there.
Yeah, but do you see that going against?
I don't see them winning, but I see them up there.
I see Dead Space having a legitimate content.
I don't know about Dead Space.
Dead Space remake.
I don't know
was
about
good. Yeah,
it was good, but we're saying it to go against the heavy hitters. Like,
yeah.
I mean, let's be honest though. I mean, this is all our opinion, but knowing how Jeff Keighley does things, that little prick. Know how he does things. It's either going to be Spider-Man or Zelda.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is bullshit, by the way, because Zelda don't deserve it. I mean,
well,
I feel like
if it's them two going against each other, it's probably going to be Spider-Man.
I don't know, man. Nintendo fanboys are insane, man. They'll probably... You heard what happened last time, right? During the last show he was hosting, somebody ran on stage and started talking about something. Doing like...
yeah, that was talking about GTA 6.
That was GTA, but like I'm just saying, like Nintendo fans are just as insane though. So they might run on stage and take the award from the fucking developer behind Spider-Man.
Just stop making this shit.
They bulked up the security for this year, so after what happened with that
I would guess so.
Oh, Alan Wake 2.
Keep getting on stage. Oh yes, Alan
Wake 2. Yep, that's another one that's gonna probably be in there.
October got some heavy.
I told you, October's got some crazy games coming out.
Don got that Metal Gear Solid, Master Collection coming out in October 24th.
Yeah, that's not only game of the year.
Yeah, no, not the Metal Gear Solid Collection. They're already fucking it up by having it run that lower than optimal performance on the consoles. That's not going to do it.
Hogwarts Legacy November 14th for the Switch. That's not going to happen.
Wow,
I'm shocked that it took this long for them to get it.
I am too.
You might have just don't make the game for it. Just don't do it.
Shit.
I don't see Avatar Frontiers being on there either.
For Hogwarts Legacy for the Switch, I think if they are trying to make it for the Switch, I think they're trying to make it like native. I don't think they want to do cloud version Switch for the Switch.
Man, please.
That's probably why they're taking so long, but I don't think it's working.
Yeah, I don't think it's working either. Like that game, like they did good by allowing it to be made for the current gen consoles first and foremost.
Exactly.
That way, It ran at the frame rate resolution it's supposed to be running at. It looked amazing. It was like it's something that it probably could be done on a PS4, yes, but not at the same frame rate or resolution. So they did good by doing that. I just with like having it on like on Switch, I'm like,
no, thank you.
Yeah, I know, thank you. I'm good. I'm good, thank you. It's like the guy selling you Oreos on the L train. You know what I mean? It's like it smells good. You know what I mean? But I just go to the store.
Now we can spice things up. Now, what do you guys feel like if you had to pick one? What would you be?
Out of which games?
Yeah, out of which games of this year?
Ooh. Man, for me that's easy. I'm sorry, man.
Tears of the Kingdom. I knew Aaron. Tears of the Kingdom.
Hell no. For me personally, I think it's not Last of Us. It's the Dead Space remake for me.
Okay.
Womp.
Danny, you're just going to choose Zelda.
No, I'm not actually. I'm going to pick Hogwarts Legacy. Try again.
Watch when Zelda wins comes out there. I told you it was going to win.
I'm not saying it's not going to win, but I'm not picking it.
I was about to. It's still beneficial to Danny if it wins. He'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'm cool with that."
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
For me, damn, I might say Spider-Man, dude.
Which one?
Yet.
Two.
You've been playing yet,
but you didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
I know, I didn't see it yet.
He's just like, I don't give a damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, in his defense, the first one was amazing. Miles Morales was amazing. So I don't see this one being trash.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it.
For me, I would say Wild Hearts. I don't see it probably being nominated this year, but that was actually a surprise for me when I played it. Wild Hearts, it was a game I initially wasn't going to play, but it's pretty evolved past the game that it was inspired by on Nintendo. I think the name of it, Monster Hunter.
Oh, Monster Hunter, yeah.
It kind of took aspects from that, but it kind of evolved it and it made it into something new. And I feel like Wild Hearts is gonna be a sleeper, but that would be mine so far. Maybe one, but I really did like that.
Okay.
But I mean, if we had to be real, it's definitely gonna be between Spider-Man or Zelda.
Your voice cracked.
Me personally, I'm under the impression that iterative sequels that shouldn't be allowed to win Game of the Year. That's just me. If it adheres too much to its previous game, then I don't think it should be allowed to win Game of the Year. Like I would take Last of Us Part 1 before it was like in series. I'd take that being Game of the Year. Simply because it's not like a redundant sequel of another game.
Right.
I would take that over like Spider-Man or Zelda. You know what I mean? But like I don't know. Like the thing is the games are amazing that came out this year, but none of them are doing like something grand spankingly new. You know what I mean? It's not like they're not innovating in their respective fields. It's just that they're just really stupidly good games, except for Zelda. So
yeah, I mean Hogwarts did it right.
Yeah,
that was a good ass game.
That was a new IP.
New IP, new combat system, because that combat system is fucking wild.
Yeah,
and it came out so good, and it's straight for the next gen system.
It's still doing good.
Yeah, it's still doing good today. And there's talks about DLC too. So you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
So
that's an example of what you can do, man.
I mean, also, I think due to it having some slight controversy behind it, I'm just going to be nominated. But Diablo 4 was really good.
It was, I love that. I like that game. That was
really
I
good.
can see that being up there, like
as a nominee. Yeah,
as a nominee. Yeah, I can see that being up there. But like
I guess that in like a RPG category or something.
No, Aaron will be on the bleachers saying like, which one has the best music?
yeah, I would.
I won't pick it unless you have good music.
I would. I really would.
And Tears of the Kingdom didn't have that, so
no, Tears of the Kingdom definitely does not have that. That whole ambient bullshit they keep trying to go for is ridiculous.
Running in
I mean, if you go out to an open field, you hear music or do you hear the trees?
I hear the trees.
You hear the trees.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like what? Like, Get out of here. No,
you want
did
a
not
whole
tell
fucking
that.
orchestra playing and shit in the back.
Given what Zelda did back in the day, yes, I want to.
Zelda looking around like, what the fuck is that music? Where's that coming from?
What?
Shit, I want to be
don't want to hear no trees.
I don't want to hear no trees.
But like, I mean,
they do a sound category too, like for soundtracks. I believe that's a
but like, I don't know. Like Jeff Keighley, the guy who's behind him, he typically and we know that Jeff Keighley's Game of the Year is not the only ones that do it. There are a bunch of websites that do it too. But the one that the most I'll say that most non-gamers look at would probably be Jeff Keighley's one. So, I mean, knowing him, I think honestly, this is my opinion. He's in bed with Sony, so I think he's going to pick Spider-Man regardless. But I mean, for me, it wouldn't definitely wouldn't be Spider-Man or Zelda. Honestly, I mean, people might be like, "You're picking a remake for Game of the Year," but like the way it does as a remake, it does a remake really good. Like it's on the level of like.
Are you talking about like Resident Evil, right?
Dead Space and Resident Evil. Dead Space and Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 takes too much stuff out, so I won't nominate that per se. But Dead Space is like on the level of Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil remake on the GameCube. Like it does a remake right. It remakes the graphics, remakes some of the
Resident Evil
stories.
4 remake didn't do it right.
Not to an extent. If you played the original Resident Evil 4, some stuff is missing out of that game. Just saying.
Doesn't that make it better because it's not a spitting image?
I mean, it's a remake. So, I mean, are you reimagining it or are you remaking it?
There it is.
I'm just saying. I mean, like if you play the original before, it's really missing a whole boss battle. I think I know which one. Y'all know which one I'm talking about too. If y'all played it,
no, I don't remember.
You remember the guy in the cage with the fucking scorpion thing coming out of his back?
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
remember.
that's right. That's right.
It was a really good remake, though.
Fuck that guy. The game was still good.
Fuck that guy. The game was still good, no doubt. But just like I feel like Dead Space does being a remake even better. Like that's now just how the original Resident Evil 1 remake on the GameCube was like how we're going to judge all remakes of games from now on. I think Dead Space is going to be how we're going to judge all remakes from now on as well. Like, does it do this? Does it tick these boxes? Does it add the right amount of story elements? Stuff like that. Like, gotcha. Imagine like God of War, the first one being remade with God of War 2018 graphics. It's everything. Like, that'd be a pretty good game, right? Like. That's the way I'm looking at it, at least. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, just like that. So it might not win, but
Yeah. I mean, since we're living in a remake era, they should have like a remake category since there's so many damn remakes nowadays.
They're selling us the same games we already bought like literally years ago for full price. So it should be a remake category. I think honorable mention, though, Octopath Traveler 2 was an honorable mention for Game of the Year. That was really good.
That was really good.
That shit. Especially in the indie category.
That would be groundbreaking to see if remake wins a Game of the Year because I don't think that's ever been done.
Right? No, the only time it did may have been like the last time was like literally probably Resident Evil 1 remake on the GameCube. People were just ticking back by like
so that's way back there. That's way
that's like 2001. So it's like
I mean. Has a fighting game ever won like Street Fighter 6? That made a big impact this year.
May actually be in contention for it, given how fucking phenomenal.
But it's not gonna. I don't think.
I was gonna say I don't see any fighting game really being in there.
Nah.
And then you got Mortal Kombat coming out this month too, right?
Like people are idiots. That's why people are idiots. People are idiots.
And we still haven't.
That's a shame.
Got a proper release date for Tekken either.
Might be like 2 years from now.
Yeah, right.
Probably will be made up next year, I imagine. But they should do that. That should be like part of the fighting games are like a big part of the gaming community. Why not?
It's very big.
Up against
because
I think they look for like story driven stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They really want you to have like that Last of Us effect, which is stupid, by the way. They really want you to have that effect on that. Does it provide a thought provoking narrative about black and brown people and their struggle against the white man.
The music needs to be good enough, Aaron.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. Like
Last of Us
like
music was amazing.
Yeah, I was about to say you're not touching.
I play that soundtrack all the time.
You're not touching that.
That really is not that good. What the hell you guys?
Aaron likes the BB Boop Bops. That's what he likes.
I do like the BB Boop Bop.
See?
I do. But I mean, I argue. Last of Us Part 1's soundtrack was okay. Not Part 2 though. I didn't care for Part 2 soundtrack.
You play both?
Yeah, I did. I played them. Listen, how am I passing jumping on a game I haven't played?
Yeah, Aaron at least talks shit about games that he plays.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, I am playing Spider-Man," but I know it's garbage. No,
That's smart. That's smart.
I know.
Yeah,
because I played it. I know it's
that's
garbage.
one thing he does do is he doesn't talk shit unless he play the game.
Yeah, I'm not a complete idiot. You know what I mean? So. But like, I don't take Game of the Year too seriously as I used to because no offense, Dante, but that little Amazon simulator you was playing and say it was good.
Oh my god, that shit was trash.
Trash. I don't know what Dante see in that damn game, man.
You're talking about finishing games. You gotta finish the whole game before you could judge the whole entire shit.
Bro, all I needed was 20 minutes with that bitch. No, thank you.
I remember the first time I played it. And I had to it was like a button to hold the backpack. I was like, I'm not playing this game.
I'm like, motherfucker, you can't stay steady for yourself. God damn.
Walking down the block.
You're literally an Amazon caretaker, like Amazon package deliverer.
Yeah, it's an Amazon simulator.
It's Amazon simulator.
I did play it a little longer. It does get a little better when you play it though.
For who?
Yeah, for who? Yeah, exactly.
The story. A lot of the audience liked it. It's just the critics they didn't like.
You shoot blood at fucking monster things that you can't.
You got that
really
weird
see.
little baby in your chest.
You're carrying a fetus inside your chest the whole time. You're tripping over rocks every goddamn second.
I'll say this: he took a chance and he tried to do something different from what he usually did.
He should have
Metal Gear.
You should have just never left.
So? I actually think that's part of the course for that man. Even Metal Gear Solid's game story is nonsensical. It is.
Kojima should have never left. He should have stayed with fucking Konami and made that PT.
Oh, don't be like that.
He should have made the PT, and I bet you that game would have did so much better than fucking Death Stranding.
No, don't get me wrong. Death Stranding so well because PlayStation fanboys.
The only thing that goes for Death Stranding is the graphics. The graphics are amazing, but the game is not for me.
The game is just, and like whenever he's explaining the game, Kojima, whenever he's explaining the game, try to sound deeper than what he actually is. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's not.
the story is really deep if you really play through the whole thing.
It is. I will say that the story is definitely deep.
And I think that's what he was really trying to go for. Is like more of a story-driven game.
Tell his ass to go direct the movie then.
Yeah, that's a movie game, Aaron.
Oh, that's a movie game.
That's a movie game. You got 3 hours cutscenes. No thanks. No thanks.
It's a lot of gameplay for the people who actually played it, But
no, Dante, you're inspiring me to try it one more time. I might just.
I mean, think about it. If it didn't sell well, then why is it getting a sequel? It's like a lot of people like it.
Because he can't think of anything else to fucking make.
Yeah, don't you dare do that one, because I mean, it's okay if a game sells well, but it sells well don't mean it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare do that.
I mean, it not only got good scores, but it also got a lot of acclaims and all kinds of awards. So
I mean, you're right, but like they give good scores to damn near every game that's made by a famous person.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Kojima is pretty fucking famous.
No, you're right.
He is pretty fucking famous. Remember,
it's like Post Malone being in the game.
Yeah, right. Like he can shit out a golden turd, and they were like, "Yes, my God, it's glorious."
Praise the golden shit. 10 out of 10.
True, because they had Samuel Jackson in one of the Call of Duties in the past, and that didn't do well at all. So it's like,
yeah, but Call of Duty's obsolete, man. I can't recall of Duty anymore.
But but like I'm interested to see which wins. Like I said, my pick for Game of the Year personally would be Dead between Dead Space remake and now Sea of Stars, honestly, and maybe Octopath. But if you ask me what's going to win based off of popular opinion, no, because
Tears of the
gamers
Kingdom or Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Kingdom.
Tears of the Spider or Spider-Man.
It's probably going to be those two.
Tears of the Spider.
Tears of the Spider-Verse. There you go.
I think Tears of the Kingdom's going to win. I have a feeling.
I think as far as indie games, I mean, I think Sea of Stars might be in there. Yeah, for sure. Right?
Yeah.
Is it? That's an indie game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an indie game. Yeah.
That's a whole different category.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I don't know, man. You say it's a different category, but a couple years ago, guess what?
Stray.
Stray
now
won
it gets
Game of the Year.
Stray.
No. Stray went up against one of the big games, right? Yeah.
What did it go against?
I think God of War Ragnarok. It went up against
God of War.
Get the fuck out of here.
It did. It went up against God of War Ragnarok. Cats are stronger than Kratos, obviously. And, and not only that, Shovel Knight went up against Dark Souls 3 back in 2014, I think. Shovel. So, indie games, they can stand with them, man. They can.
It's true.
It was Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring won it, but Stray was in contention, which is insane. How a cat falling off of a roof was almost game of the year.
Stray won winner for best indie.
Yep. But it was going up against God of War. That's crazy, though.
I see God of War and I see God of War and Elden Ring in every fucking category.
Oh yeah, they won so many awards.
Yeah,
dude.
They did. They won so many.
It was pretty much a toss up because last year Game of the Year is they didn't really have too many big ones as we have this year, but the big ones they gave their all versus the other ones that was part of that category. It was we said was.
I just thought it wasn't fair. As much as I love God of War, it was it just came out in November, and I was the Game Awards was probably December, and it was 1 month out.
That's what they do.
Yo,
bro.
that's crazy.
That Jeff Keighley bullshit.
They save the best games for close to the end of the year, and then they put it inside the fucking Game of the Year.
Crazy, because you would think they will come out in the beginning of the year because you got to let the game be out for a couple of months. Let's see the sales goes and see how the way that people are drawing into the game. It makes more sense when it's actually out, but a 1 month before the Game of the Year awards, that's fucking crazy.
And he already knew it. Precise. That's why I don't take that bullshit shit. Just can suck my what.
God of War always had an amazing story.
Right.
The story was always
and
great.
it's not done either. If anybody's already beat it at this point,
there's more. There's supposed to be DLC too for Ragnarok.
Yep.
I just finished Ragnarok 2 weeks ago.
It was good, right?
Yeah, it's amazing, bro. I was
it's good, right?
Hair standing up my arms, goosebumps. I was
it wasn't quite.
It was that amazing. Bro.
I'm saying the story behind it, the shit that I found out is crazy.
It's good to see how the way he changed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's character development, right?
It
there.
is. Yep. I was oh, that's not the Kratos I met at the beginning. He's getting old, man. He's getting old.
Aaron. You need to play it.
Aaron feels the type of way yeah, damn it.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't play it yet, right? Because you still need the PS.
He had a PS5 to play it.
Hold up. It's coming to PC sooner or later, so I'll be able to get it.
Did you play the first one?
Nope.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
Each story was good, right?
I wasn't impressed with it. It wasn't that good.
God, you hurt my soul.
You're such a tough critic. You're such a tough critic.
Yeah.
I beat 2 of the Valkyries, and I was all right, that's enough for me, honestly.
You got your ass whipped?
No, I got my ass whipped on.
I'm not lying either, because I got my ass whipped a couple times with goddamn Valkyries.
But I beat it once. I was able to run it at 60 frames on PC. I was able to beat it. I don't like combat games at 30 unless it's Astro Chain or something like
that. What do you guys think was going to be the game Horizon? How that didn't get any awards last year, but it was a nominee.
Horizon Zero?
Yeah, remember last year? It didn't get anything.
I feel that franchise is kind of dying out a little bit.
No, definitely not. It was amazing as well.
I played the first couple minutes, the first few missions of the second one, and I just got bored. I just got bored of it.
I mean, the girl is one. She's ugly. One.
She's supposed to be pretty for you to like the game.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah, to an extent. I mean, I know I sound horrible. And listen, I'm not a misogynistic asshole, whoever listening to this. Allison, Simeon, I know y'all listen to this podcast occasionally. I'm not misogynistic. I'm an asshole. I'm not misogynistic. But like, yeah, I wanted to look pretty. Just the other day, I went into a smoothie shop because it was ran by a pretty woman.
Oh,
now, I know that sounds horrible, but
That's
I mean,
terrible.
it gets me at the door.
It gets me at the door.
But do you guys think it's gonna a game that came out this year that's just gonna get ran through? Like it's not gonna get any awards that didn't really live up to everybody else's expectations.
Oh yeah,
Like you're saying, like a
Pikmin
game
3.
that damn it should have got more recognition.
Yeah,
Like,
so Pikmin 4 for me. Pikmin 4
I was
and
gonna.
Advanced.
You read my mind. I was just about to say that.
yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
see too much about Pikmin 4 at all. Like I don't.
It
think
was really good. It's a good.
I played
game.
the demo. I played the demo and it was pretty good. And I
Right,
don't
you
even
know.
and I don't even fuck with Pikmin, but this one was pretty good.
But guess what? You know, they got their Nintendo game. They got their Zelda. So that's like, no more Nintendo games.
I would say
No,
Atlas
no.
Fallen for me. Like it's a really good game. I mean, the story is
It
kind of wonky.
looked
but,
cool. I haven't played that one
yeah,
yet.
I played it. It was pretty good. I'd say that one's probably, it's not going to be in the game awards, but like it didn't get the recognition it probably deserved.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, like I said earlier, Wild Hearts. I feel like
Oh no,
It's
that shit
probably
that shit got a big recognition when it came out though. Everybody was playing Wild Hearts when it came out.
oh yeah, but I'm saying like for like the game of the year. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
maybe part of RPG, maybe, but not the game of the year.
No.
Can't see it.
Nah.
I wish it did though. But anybody else got anything else to say about maybe what's gonna be nominated this year?
Nah, we said all of them.
Nope.
Yeah, we did, actually.
It's gonna be between Spider-Man and Tears of the Kingdom.
There is. I'll be surprised if those don't win. Then that means there's hope for gaming yet. Because I'm serious. They were. I don't know my Spider-Man yet, but given the gameplay I've seen, my Spider-Man plays pretty much exactly like the very other ones.
I kind of want to see your reaction to playing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It's on PC for like $15. Should I just buy it?
Spider-Man? Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, get the first one.
Yeah. Get the first one and play that one, and then you get to see like how it's going to be compared.
Get the
to-
first one, play that one, and then when you see Miles Morales on sale too, grab that
That
one,
one.
play that one next,
Yeah,
and then play the
Yeah, because they all connect actually.
yeah.
All right. So Nick listened to me and played Metroid Dread, so I owe it to him to play this.
There you go.
That's,
I was
that's a
gonna say,
fair trade.
Not only I played it, I beat it.
Yeah, he did. So
He
I'm
finished
playing
it.
beat this. I'm
Yeah.
playing beat this.
Now I'm gonna give you a heads up. Miles Morales is better than Spider-Man, than the first.
I don't know. I see my brother playing that shit like it's the regular black team flying around.
Bro, Miles Morales has way more powers and he fights better than the first Spider-Man.
He does, man.
All right. Okay, we'll see.
Oh yeah, and I would say like honorable mention, Armor Core. I didn't get to it yet, but that's definitely one of my high anticipations.
Oh
this year.
yeah. That might be.
Nick was
nominated
playing
just
that, John, right?
because
Which one?
Armor Core.
Yeah, I'm still playing it.
Mhm.
Love it.
That might get that might be in contention only because the fact that it's made by From Software. I'm telling you, man.
They got Elden Ring. They don't need another year.
He got Sekiro too in 2019. Sekiro 1 too.
was good.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, good. No, maybe 1 year they can just take the backseat for once. I love From Software, but it's like I don't see Armor Core being there.
Oh, you know what? I hope they do because sometimes they announce stuff. I hope they announce Elden Ring's DLC at the Game of the Year award. Like that's what I'm hoping for because we still didn't hear anything about that yet.
Oh, the expansion thing that we talked about.
Right? I hope they do. I can see them doing that, maybe announcing it there. But we shall see.
All right.
All right. Next up, we got as anybody as Blue Beetle as
Garbage.
Not
Is
interested.
that garbage?
Not interested.
Garbage?
Garbage.
Garbage? Right? Have you seen it?
Nope. I just know it's garbage.
First of all, man.
And I'm just not interested.
You're right. It's garbage. I've seen it, but still, you haven't seen it yet. I wouldn't say it was garbage. I say it's a fair, nice attempt at at a superhero movie. Obviously, it's a CGI clusterfuck of a bunch of lights and all
We
that
don't need
shit,
attempts anymore, Aaron. We need actual goodness.
We do.
Like, right?
You're right. We not need attempts anymore. We need actual stuff. And I'm looking at the budget for the movie was $104 million. In the box office, granted, now this game came out like
movie
August 18th, by the way. So it's had like a good, I'm gonna say, week to get that money. Its box office gross was only $100 million.
So they broke even.
They barely broke even. Not even sure they even break even. They're still like $2 million short of breaking even. That's ridiculous.
It should be triple what the gross was though at first.
It's supposed to be. Yes, that was the problem.
It felt all right. That's crazy. And I'm mad because I actually liked the characters. Like the movie wasn't too. The movie itself was, but I liked the characters. I actually like Jaime. I like Blue Beetle as a character.
Watch that.
I heard George Lopez was pretty funny in there.
George Lopez is always funny though.
Yeah, George Lopez is always funny. So that's the one thing he can. That's one thing you can't fuck up. He's going to be funny no matter what. Right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So he plays the dad pretty well, so that's good. But like, I just don't. I just didn't. And I asked somebody what they thought of it. They said they thought it was good, but they were also high. So,
all right. I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes. It says the tomato meter was like 78, but then the audience score was like 92, which is bogus.
The tomato meter is the more important one.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah. And so is it like the higher it is, the better it is?
Yeah. Yep. If it's in 100 or 90 or something like that, it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it sounds like people may have enjoyed it, low-key.
Oh, yeah.
And
on Metacritic.
I'm interested. I watched that shit for free at home.
I was about to say, you could just
we know what you'll do. But like, I'll say you can't trust the tomato meter too much. The audience score is probably the better, like, what are y'all saying? Y'all think which one y'all take over? The tomato meter audience score. Which one y'all look at?
Well, there's one. I forgot what movie it was, but I seen a movie that was on Rotten Tomatoes. It was probably like 70, maybe. And then I went to go see it because I was like, "Fuck that! It's probably still going to be good." And I was wrong. For me going off of that, I'm gonna say the tomato meter is pretty important.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I always look at the audience score as the more important because that's actually people going out to see. I feel like the tomato meter has too much politics to play in it with that one. It's like, for example, they'll probably give it a higher score just because it has a bunch of, I'm sorry to say this, a bunch of black and brown people in it.
So the protagonist doesn't drive the plot in the movie? Kind of crazy.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't. Like from what I've seen, the protagonist is good. He's cool. Honestly, he's not quite as goofy as I would like, as like Jaime really is in the comics. But it's good enough.
Is he kind of like the Iron Man character? Because every time I look at the previews for it, he reminds me of like Iron Man.
And that's the unfortunate thing. The movie doesn't do good to differentiate itself from other. And that's partly because of the CGI. Because you see a metal person in a damn colorful suit, you're going to automatically assume, oh, Iron Man. He's not like Iron Man in personality. He's not rich. He's not like a snarky asshole. He's not like that.
He doesn't have powers. The suit has powers.
Yeah, the suit had powers.
Yeah.
To be fair, Iron Man don't got powers either.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's smart as shit.
But Iron Man is a fucking G though.
Like, but he's smart.
Is he really?
He's a genius. It's his superpower. Technically, he's a genius.
The smartest man on the fucking Avengers.
In the universe. He was the smartest man in the universe. One of the smartest men in the universe.
Man, he's just a thought at the end of the day. Is that what is that what happened? What we called him last time? I think we called one of us called
Tony Stark will always be pulling bitches. He could be a thought all he wants. He's still
That's true.
Fucking man.
That's true. He definitely spread his legs for everybody.
I mean,
until he met Pepper Potts.
Yep.
So
So
there was an end to the thottery.
So are you saying you're not gonna watch this at all, Nick? You're not gonna give this a watch?
Probably not. No. I think my life would be easier when I don't watch some stuff like
I'd
that.
say
Even-
put it on while you're like in bed falling asleep on your phone.
Oh, man, hold up. They're not even
Background
watching
music,
it at that
background
point.
music.
Background noise, and then if you find something interesting, then you start looking at it.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds.
Because that's what I'm gonna try.
That sounds right.
No, thank you.
Even when I went to the movies recently because I just seen the Equalizer. That shit was good though.
Yeah, but
That
that's Denzel Washington.
I know.
His movies are always good.
He's so good. Whatchamacallit. But then I seen the trailer for Miss Marvel, the Marvels, and I'm like, that looks bad too.
I don't
I know
know.
it doesn't look too good, man.
I got a thing for Brie Larson, so I'm gonna go see that movie. And it's part of the Marvel universe, so I got to go see it anyway.
That's the main reason why I continue to keep watching like Marvel
That's
stuff.
why I watched fucking She-Hulk, because it's part of the Marvel universe, and I have to watch it.
Don't you ever torture yourself like that again.
It's gonna. I feel like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to torture myself.
That was horrible.
Evasion was already not
Bro,
good.
I'm not gonna lie. I pushed off watching that show so many times that I couldn't anymore because shit started coming out that was related to it, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta watch this."
So you enjoy that twerking scene?
No, I did not. I didn't enjoy any of it.
That big ass female twerking her asshole,
No.
shaking the building.
See,
and all that shit.
I don't know why a lot of people don't like Captain Marvel, like Carol Danvers. I like her character.
I don't like her.
Wait, so Aaron, with Blue Beetle, does it connect to any other characters in the DC universe? Like, as far as like this?
Not exactly. James Gunn said that he is meant to be disconnected from the DCEU, but it could be connected to like the DC universe, like the comics. It could be connected to that. So I mean, I guess his approach to it was like he was really trying to like make it more of a standalone film, to not have to like worry about setting up another film, because that's a lot of problems with a lot of Marvel movies, is that they have to set up other films, so it comes off as like not completed or rather rushed in some cases. So
Yeah,
I think he did good on that one. James Gunn he's a good director. He really is. He's a really good director, but I think it's going to take a little more than that to save the DCEU, especially with Flash and everything. You watched the Flash too, right?
I didn't. I seen the first couple minutes of the Flash, and it was terrible when he was running through the streets. Yeah, I turned it off.
The Flash movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it yesterday again because my son wanted to see it. It's still trash.
Oh, man,
it was worse. It was worse the second time.
Oh God! How does son like it? How does son like it though?
Because he's an 8-year-old kid who likes superheroes.
Oh, what? I thought.
How do you sound like it?
I thought you were gonna give like he thought it was very thought provoking or something. You just say, "Oh, he's an 8-year-old kid. Of course, you're gonna like somebody moving fast."
It's fucking like Sonic. Who's not gonna like somebody going fast?
Enough, man. That's crazy. So none of y'all like the Flash?
I didn't like it. Ezra Miller is funny, but
Yeah.
I don't like the way they approached it. The CGI was fucking trash.
Terrible.
It was bad.
But that's what threw me off. That's what threw me off.
That's what I looked at the most. The CGI looked like PS2 graphics.
Right.
PS2,
Bro, it was not good.
It was one of those, Aaron, like if you were actually enjoying like a bucket of popcorn or some shit like that, the first moment that you would have saw how bad the CGI was, it's like, all right, done. Getting up out of the chair and leaving.
All right, done. I'm getting out the chair and I'm leaving. Got them PS1 Final Fantasy 7 cutscenes.
Bro,
Yes.
not good.
Yes, it was worth going. If you're way in the aisle, because everybody has to be stuck between. If it's a movie that's actually selling a lot, you know how you gotta stay all the way in the corner. It's worth going through all the legs and leaving.
Jeez. It says worth going
Go
through
request
all
a
the legs.
refund, please.
Yeah, it's worth going through all the legs, down the steps, out that long ass corridor, and leaving.
It's worth it.
You sit there in your car like, wow, I really paid for that.
No, you get your money back.
That's what I'm saying. I would get my money back.
You go to the
I put it this way: The Flash is the worst movie I've seen this year.
That's ridiculous.
By far.
This is the fastest movie I've seen this year. Oh God,
Flash is the worst?
The worst movie. This year.
Yes. Easily.
Easily.
I mean, that dude, the main character, he's that dude in real life, he's a maniac. Like, I don't know if
He is. There's Ezra Miller.
He's a maniac.
It probably would have made it a little better if he had the guy from the original series, right? Like on CW.
Oh, the CW.
The Flash. It would have been a little better.
Yeah, I mean, they probably made him into it, but he's supposed to be from a different universe, so I think they're going to try to utilize that. So
it's still probably not going to save the movie because you got the
CGI, they're probably still going to use him, but in a later date because they're going to do what Marvel did, where they bring everybody in a multiverse together.
Oh, they're doing that?
Yes.
Yes, they are. Man, Marvel ruins superhero movies now. Because now they're all going to try to copy off of a winning formula. Yes, it's a winning formula. I admit that. But now, just because it's a winning formula doesn't mean that they all were good. I can even do a couple Marvel movies before, obviously, Miss Marvel or whatever, before Captain Marvel. That was garbage.
You can't always have good movies in a single franchise. There's going to be shit movies, but that's okay. It doesn't mean the whole franchise sucks.
I don't know, man. It's a movie at the end of the day. So, like, one bad writing mistake kind of fucks them all over. Like, just like Star Wars to an extent.
I'll tell you one thing. Like, even the facial expressions, just something simple as that. I don't know what it was, but it's so cringy. Like, the way the way Batman was smiling there, it'd be like...
he was smiling?
Is that DC is doing everything wrong they can with superheroes. They're just... They are. I feel like they're trying too hard on their superheroes.
Right.
And that's why Justice League didn't do well. Zack Snyder had to take control of that and fix it.
But what would you prefer? Would you prefer the Zack Snyder way of doing superheroes? Or
yes.
Would you want that?
I would take Zack Snyder's superheroes
over James Gunn?
Yes.
Over James Gunn?
Oh, over James Gunn? No.
Because James Gunn did Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yes, I know. That was amazing. No, not over James Gunn. I'm sorry. No.
All right. Okay.
Now,
I think
when it comes to movie, would you choose? What was the other fucking movie I just had in my head? You guys made me forget.
Is it DC?
No, I think it's DC. Can't remember. I know it was the Flash. I was comparing the Flash to another movie, but now I forgot. All right, continue.
I was about to say, I think the problem with DC is they like to make ongoing stories, but then they would cut off and make a different version of Batman and a different version of the Joker, and they wouldn't be part of the DC universe, but they would.
Definitely.
Like how they have the Joker movie, but then they have the other Joker that's in Suicide Squad, and it's like you got two coexisting characters that are the same. It's confusing and it doesn't make any sense.
It is, and I can say I like what they're doing, but I'm not a fan of the Joker movie, or I'm probably not gonna be a fan of the new one either. But I like how they're trying to set up the villain to be an actual character rather than just a I'll get you next time Sonic type of villain. Right. I mean, I like how they're trying to do that. But I'm just not a fan of those of the Joker movie either, or really any of them serious movies. Like I didn't even like the latest Batman movie. I didn't even like that too much.
Trash.
Yeah. I mean,
trash.
I'd rather take the standalone Joker movie than what we just got here with the Flash. I like that kind of writing. This one, it looked like they didn't even try. It's just
damn, he's like, they're digging into it. He said, they didn't even try. God damn.
Yeah, just the special effects and the acting and just the writing of the movie. It's just so bad.
So the special effects, they're horrible. We know that. I figured that it was going to be all PS1 cutscene. I saw it. Y'all being nice saying PS2, but I'm going to say PS1. And specifically, Final Fantasy VII cutscene. That's what it looked like to me. Mm-hmm. But was the writing really that bad? I didn't see Flash.
I didn't see either.
Oh yeah,
I always hate when they CGI you in there if you don't have an actual twin or anything like that.
Right.
I always hated that. I always hated that shit.
You in there.
Yeah,
don't make a story of you seeing a double and having them throughout the whole movie if you don't have an actual twin, because then it looks stupid.
It does, because you're CGI. The character,
and then the character looks stupid.
But I feel like it's not. I don't even think it's just a DC thing. Like a lot of even the Marvel movies are kind of doing that shit, and it's like CGI in general. Just I don't know. It could be done good, but then it could be like really bad, and that's the problem. Like it's just, Hollywood in general. Like, I feel like they're
You're
just
being
fucking
lazy.
They're lazy. They're like, why do that when we could just have guys who just put shit there? You know what I mean? Terrible.
DC definitely fucked up with this one though.
They did.
I think it had to do with the writer strike that's going on right now too. It's like a lot of writers are. Well, I don't even know if this was before that happened, but yeah, it's just like to answer your question, Aaron, with the writing, it's just the story was just it seemed rushed. Like they didn't really have focus because a lot of it had to do with like them trying to combine the past Justice League movie into combining it with this movie with the Batman because they had two Batmans in this movie and I don't know.
Yeah, it was very short though because Ben Affleck's Batman was only in the beginning, and then Michael Keaton's Batman was throughout the rest of the movie.
Well, it was a flashback then.
No.
What?
So the Flash. Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
The Flash is gonna he goes back in time.
Oh,
but instead of going back in time, he ends up fucking something up where he ends up in a whole different universe. So Batman's different. There's no other superheroes. There's no Superman. Superman is Supergirl.
This already sounds stupid.
Yeah. So it just changes the whole fucking dynamic of the thing. So
you know what DC was do right there? They're pretty much trying to copy what Spider-Man did with the nostalgia, bringing back the old Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's because that's exactly what I said. Like DC is trying to copy the whole multiverse thing with Marvel. What they're doing. They're trying to bring all the superheroes together because I guess everybody wants to see them all together.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like this new Batman? We're just going to bring back the old one that you guys do like. So here you go. That's
trying their hardest to like get you to like get you in your nostalgic feelings and to give up your pockets, your money and everything.
Because they even brought back what's his face? What's the other Batman? Who did the other Batman? George Clooney.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
George Clooney was in it too.
He was too
at the end.
That's not worse.
Christian Bale.
They don't show him as Batman, but he's Bruce Wayne at the end of the movie.
That's my least favorite Batman.
So there's like 3 Batmans in one movie.
Yeah.
And then we got the emo Batman on the side. That's that other movie that came out last year. It's like we got 4 Batmans in DC, the DC universe now.
I think they should just stick to like animated movies for sure. Like they own that category. I don't understand why they keep trying with the actual live action. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like Wonder Woman was terrible too, and like it wasn't good.
The first one was good. The second one was trash.
Yeah.
There is a third one.
Why?
They're going to be coming out with a third one. I don't know why they waited until The Flash to make Wonder Woman fly.
She never flew, right? Like
she's supposed to fly. She's supposed to be flying next to Superman.
She never flew in the movie.
And she never flew until The Flash. Well, to the end of the second one. But in The Flash, they actually show her flying.
They didn't have enough money on the budget to put bungee cords up there.
They did.
But that's the thing. That's what I hate, that when they switch about characters. Like Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, the little chick with the black long hair that's supposed to be in the Marvels movie.
Yeah.
She's supposed to, her body is supposed to expand and stretch and be big or whatever. But instead, she has like this kind of projection, cosmic power thing that came out of nowhere. That's kind of fucking stupid. So I never like, that's another fucking show that I didn't like.
They should just scrap that whole, just make
it. Just scrap it.
Yeah, just scrap it.
Just disappear.
This is, oh man, it's just that actor, man. Everything that he's in, he's just not a good actor to me.
I don't have to disagree. As fucked up as a person he is, from what I'm hearing, like on the news and shit, he actually isn't a terrible actor. I don't think.
Oh, I don't like his
Would he be considered better than Jared Leto?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Oh, you just brought it back to me. So
Morbius.
Would you rather watch Morbius or The Flash? That's a hard one, guys. That's a hard one.
Did that dude Morbius do like a Kamehameha made out of bats?
I think so, yeah.
I'd rather watch.
It did some part like The Matrix where he was dodging the bullet.
I would rather watch the fucked up CGI on The Flash.
Yeah, it was bad on Morbius, dude. Terrible.
No more good time. Yeah. Well,
But that,
rest in peace.
but just like you said, real quick, Dante, you said that. Oh wait, never mind. Two different things. Never mind, because I was gonna say that Jared Leto is Joker, but that's DC, and then he's also Morbius, but that's Marvel, so it's two completely different things.
Yeah.
That's Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah,
right? I think you were talking about like.
No, because I was gonna say Morbius is a superhero,
Oh,
whatever, and then he's also Joker, but it's two different universes.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing they're gonna from the Flash. They're gonna go on back to the Justice League since they're all together again. I don't know what's coming after this one, but
Most likely.
hopefully it's something better than the last couple ones.
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
So would you rate it like a 0?
Oh yeah, this probably get like because I watched it for the wrong. It made me laugh for the wrong reasons during the movie. Like it's like some parts you're supposed to laugh at, but I was laughing at how bad it was. So I was watching it for that reason alone, just to get through it. I'll probably score like probably a 1.
Damn, a 1?
A 1 for the Flash?
Yeah, a 1 for the Flash. That's crazy.
I would get, what is this, out of 10?
Yeah,
I would give it like a
1.
I would give it like a 5.
not bad. That's generous. That's generous.
I'm being generous. I am being generous.
Says fuck that actor too. So there's that.
That's most of it. Yeah.
That dude in real life, he was like caught slapping women and doing all.
I'm sorry. What? It's true though.
Yeah.
He kidnapped my baby too, or some shit like that.
What the hell? Yeah, he got caught doing all kinds of shit the past couple of years. I'm like, what is going on with this guy? He got committed into a insane asylum at one point. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not debating or disagreeing with you as far as he is as a person, but he does as again, as fucked up as he is, he still manages to do pretty good acting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't buy his acting, me personally. But
I mean, have you seen any of his other stuff?
Dante can't see past the insaneness of
yeah,
him.
he can't see past the insane crap.
He's in.
I seen him in
He's Cadence in Fantastic Beasts. Yeah.
It's like,
really? Is he?
Yeah, he's Cadence. He's one of the Dark Wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I seen.
He's a dark wizard in real life too.
Mm. He's he's supposed to be like related to Dumbledore or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the other movie I've seen him in. I've seen him something else in the past too, but I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, it's just every time I see him, it's just like he has like that whole his way of acting is just it's like he's acting like himself and he's not really playing the character to me. I don't know. I can't like him in real life. It's like what the hell? But, I don't know. But on Metacritic, overall it got a 5.6 on Metacritic. So yeah, it's like in the middle for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it a 5.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, like and subscribe, and appreciate you guys watching as always. And catch you next time.
Peace.